Hey guys, how's it going? Russ here, and welcome back to episode of Cards and Castles TV commentary. We've got some great matches lined up for you, especially one as our main event that I am especially excited for. I think it is an absolute pleasure of a match to watch. But we have some matches to get there before we showcase that one. So let's go ahead and start out today with match number one. Alright folks, match number one sees UrfTheManati, hopefully got that one right, taking on a white zombie. A little bit of Crusader Warlock taking on Warlock Druid. Excited to see what the Warlock Druid brings to the table. Haven't really seen one of these in a while. So let's go ahead and jump into match number one here. We'll see what goes down. Okay, so Wizard, Flame Shield, Darkbender, Demonic. Demonic's interesting for a Warlock Druid deck. Although we'll see what happens here. Inspire being popped from Urf. Berserker. Berserker. Alright, dual Berserkers. Interesting. Not too bad, though. We did coin into it, though, so we do lose that coin. We'll see Guard for turn 2. Alright. Interesting choices so far here, but, I mean, we'll have to see where this deck goes. We'll see Wizard being played now. Okay, from Zombie. That's fine. Could see a Blue Fire, which we do. Okay, so there goes the Wizard. Not a huge loss considering we have Pyromancer and Darkbender. Make that 2 Darkbenders in the hand, which will probably get 1 out now. Yep, there's the 1. Alright, not too bad here. We'll see how Urf responds here. If he wants to push in, sacrifice a Guard for a damage, or just hold it back, which looks like he is going to hold it back, and that's fine. Bestial Rage, though, in the hand does kind of mean that this might be a range rampage focused deck here. Darkbender going to go ahead, pop one of the guards, popping the Berserker along with it. It does leave that Rampage Darkbender vulnerable to another Blue Fire from this guard, which, you know, your opponent could have, especially if they're playing 1. They're maybe playing at least 2 or 3. So, kind of a bit of a risky play here, putting the Darkbender in harm's way. We'll see if Urf has the response to it. He does want to get rid of this quickly, though. Knowing what's in the hand from our perspective, it'd just be a little problematic to leave that alive here. Look like he doesn't, though. Blacksmith and Inspire for turn 5. Gonna weaken the Darkbender, but not ultimately remove it from the board here. And that does leave that Darkbender to receive a Flame Shield buff. Interesting how it's... I mean, it makes sense that it did go on the Rampage one, just having that 6 bop back and forth. But, yeah. I mean, now this Darkbender is becoming a super high-value target, though. If it gets removed and we just have 1 Darkbender out with no spells... Kind of a bit risky, but, you know, it does make sense why we're doing this. We want to bop 6 and fall back. It just is the way that range rampage works. Flame Shield will mean that this Darkbender take a little bit of extra damage behind us, but hopefully that's not too bad. Okay, fearing it back. Fear is actually the right play here, considering that Demonic Rage is in the hand here. If that Darkbender were to remain uncontested in that spot, he would have popped Demonic and pushed both of them up for a lethal right there. So, good that the Fear is there. We don't have to worry about it this turn, but we do have to be mindful that we're not out of the problem area yet. I guess is the right way to say it. As we proceed in here, Questing Knight Acolyte for turn. Alright, not too impactful, but, I mean, we have room. We have room. As another Pyromancer comes out, that second Darkbender now pushing in, as well as the 6/5 Darkbender, which, it's put in a weird spot here. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with the Darkbender being pushed up into that position, because there's situations like this, especially when we know that there is at least 1 Berserker in the hand. All he needed is another unit here, and it looks like he did have it in forms of Shield Runner Hell, which I think he might have even gotten from one of the other Inspires. So, to kind of push both units up like there, a bit risky, but maybe trying to proc out a Dragon's Fire. We'll see how much value Urf lands up the board here as Brewery hits the board. Alright, not bad. That is going to mean, though, especially if all these interactions are happening, that we are going to be having a big Dragon's Fire party here any minute now. We'll see what he does. Pyromancer going to clean up the Acolyte, kill off the Zombie. Second one dealing some damage. Yep, Dragonfire hitting the board. Darkbender probably going to clean up the Shield Runner. Yep. And opting to not disintegrate the Blacksmith for now, which is smart. Make him think that he is safe. As Shaman comes in, Fearing again coming down. That's going to push away the Darkbender, pushing it away from dealing any sort of lethal castle, perhaps, with that Flame Shield Demonic combo. Even though it's not enough. Although, ooh, actually, yeah, that would have been lethal if the Darkbender hadn't moved. But, No, we're not there yet. We're going to push the Darkbender back up into position, though. Flame Shield did go on the Pyromancer, which I do think was a bit unnecessary. I mean, realistically, what's the worst thing a Shaman could do? I get that it's probably disrupting your placement of the Darkbender, which is why you wanted to get rid of it with the Flame Shield. But, I mean, right there, you threw away your Flame Shield demonic combo there that would have been a pretty much solid game ender for you. But hey, I mean, we'll see if he can keep things going here. Another brewery coming down. Interesting use of the breweries here. I mean, I've experimented with breweries recently inside of the Crusader Viking, where I'm focused on just buffs to create these big units. Things like the, you know, what's the thing? The Grudge Bear, that, and as well as other relatively underutilized units here. But just using the breweries to create that big sort of buff presence, which I like to see brewery doing here in a way, because it's making these acolytes here like what? Let me just see how the stats are. Yeah, 2-6. That's not bad for a range unit right out of the gate here. Almost equal to Darkbender in terms of just health, but not an attack. Regardless, though, we'll see Priest come down here. That's going to give the Acolyte yet another boost. Another Priest giving yet another boost. Interesting. So Zombie's got a bit of a cleanup opportunity here, though, with these explosions. Pyromancer coming in, the top one removing the brewery. That's fine, reducing some health here. Pyromancer again weakening the Zombie. Okay, Disintegrate taking out the Priest. Darkbender coming in, removing the altar. Centaur doing a bit of castle damage. Flamestorm for that big finish. I'm going to be honest, that wasn't really as impactful as I thought it was going to be. I think he could have definitely held off a bit here just to kind of do a better job at cleaning up. I guess the breweries were kind of showing their toll, that combination with the priests and how problematic the health can become. But yeah, now he puts himself in a risky position here. Of course, Urf only's got 2 cards to work with, so if he can't really remove these units, then he will probably win. But Acolyte probably going to trade in with the Centaur here. Something to maybe clean up the Pyromancer. And we'll just have to see what happens from there. Hopefully he can still do enough damage with the Darkbender, perhaps. Kraken's hitting the board, though. That's going to be a tough order to fill as the Pyromancer goes down. That's going to give Urf an additional 2 cards. Doesn't take out the Darkbender with it, though, so there's an opportunity here. We are going to pop Demonic Rage, although where are we going to go with it? Looks like to the Krakaos, and that is not going to be what we want to do. We'll Blue Firebolt the Brewery here to take out the Blacksmith, which also gets rid of the buffs for the other units. But we did surrender, unfortunately, because I think at that point Zombie was just not going to be able to deal with Urf's card advantage here from the Krakaos. Things that we're going to be able to trade, you know, the Zombie could have easily popped the Darkbender. He gets some fresh big bodies out, potentially Rush Face to end the game here, and that's unfortunate. I mean, there were opportunities that Zombie, I think, had to make a better play to kill off the castle, although maybe the circumstances in that specific instance just weren't able to let him do it. And the fears, I think, were definitely impactful, as much as I think they were probably more impactful than Urf realized at those specific moments here. But I think they were 1 or 2 moments where if fear had not gone through, they would have definitely been lethal to the castle for sure. So overall, a great first matchup here to get us started. But we do have 2 more to go, so let's go ahead and jump right in to match number 2. All right, in match number 2, I believe I jumped into it quickly before I hit the record. It is going to be Vesa taking on Krakaos? Krakaos? I think that's right. I'm just going to call it Crack for now because I think it's funny. We'll see vesaven open with the Lumberjack in his Druid Crusader, not colors that we see Vesa in usually, going up against signs of a potential school deck from Crack here, looks like. I mean, the estate kind of is a dead giveaway here. We'll see if there's a turn 3 school to follow up. There's a Lumberjack. Okay, so it is a school player. Looks like we did find one here. Is Vesa gonna probably lead the Knight of Flowers to go on face here, right? Lumberjack trades. Yep, that's gonna leave the 4/5 on face here. For yep, big 4. And then following up with a nice little Dragon Knight aggro here, putting the Faithful Drake all the way forward here. Because, I mean, that's smart from Vesa. You assume that turn 4/5, because he does have the 5 from the estate, that he may not be able to get rid of both the faithful in the Knight, and both units are threatening the school, so I think he's forcing Crack here to give up the School of Knowledge here. We'll see if that is the case here. Medal of Bravery. Okay, so we're going to get as much use out of the school as we can here. Spitefish going to go ahead and get put into the Knight of Flowers, and the Southport Captain as well. Looks like that is going into the Knight. So we do lose the School of Knowledge, unfortunately. We'll see how Vesa responds here. I think he's going to play the Blacksmith, yeah. Blacksmith just because he could have played a Books, but I mean, Blacksmith also pretty impactful, especially when you want more attack to deal with whatever's coming from that ramp. And it is going to be Mordok. Mordok is a big unit, especially at turn 5, but with all the ramp, it makes sense for him to show up now. Pulling a sacrifice for turn from the Banshee is alright, not the best, but okay, that's a bit of damage in the back pocket for later here, as both the second Blacksmith comes out, following up with the Books here. So this is good. Vase is going to be able to probably do, yep, okay, another 5 damage to face here. We'll see if he wants to make it a bit more here. Oh, okay, Armory is going to be good. And then Bestial Rage, yep, he wants to target that school, remove it at all cost here. That's very good. You want to get rid of that. Yep, and force the Mordok to probably trade into it as well. Following up the Trent, as well as putting the Blacksmith. Yeah, I mean, this is a sign of Vase's playstyle coming out. Just putting Blacksmith in this aggressive spot to just maximize the damage possible to end the game quicker. And I like this, you know, just simple strategy. As basic as it is, I know a lot of people are kind of tired of the, you know, big global go burr, especially from Druid Crusader, where it seems to have a lot of impact the most. It just kind of works, and you can see it here against a deck as notorious as School here. When you have the right circumstances, it can just absolutely walk through opponents here. Although there is still room for Crack to recover here. Let's see if he's able to do it as we move into turn 7/8. We do have Robins hitting the board here. That is going to clear out the tree. Okay, so we're going to get a couple of gold back from that. We'll see Paladin get played as well. That's actually pretty good, especially against these Blacksmiths who really don't get rid of it. They don't trade well with it. And they are necessary for Vase's strategy. As we go into a Lumberjack and Dragon Knight again with the flying Books here. Vesa lining himself up for a huge Luminaris if Crack's got it, which it looks like he doesn't. Trading his Paladin into the Lumberjack here. Banshee going into the Dragon Knight, removing things while they are small enough to do so. Following up with the second Paladin and a murder on that bottom Blacksmith. Okay, that's fine. Removing a piece of the global buff puzzle here from Vesa, although he is pulling quite a few more for turn here. Double Fat Bard, I assume, plus Priest is the play. C1, C2, and then, yep, follow up with the Priest as the play here. And we're seeing just, again, how impactful globals are, creating what used to be a 2-4 into a 6-8, what used to be a 3-3 into a 7-7, all while you're just creating all these. I mean, just look how big these things are. It's ridiculous what global buffs can do, honestly. Absolutely nuts. We'll see Books trade into the Paladin here with help from the Priest, as we see the Faithful Drake take away a chunk, take away the resolve, excuse me, of the Paladin. Execution landing on the Fat Bard, removing the Priest because that +1/+1 was taken away here, and the Priest only did have 1 life remaining. Although at this point, I think it's pretty much over here, where he did allow the Books to get another 6 damage to face here, and now he's going to run in and rally, plus Rider, I believe, right? Because why not? You know, be effective in pushing. I think the only thing that really protects Crack here is Swordsman plus additional unit here. Robins, okay, trading to the Peasant. Gonna give him another 5. Second Robin trading to another Peasant. Another 5 going back. A lot of treasure. Execution onto the Books, and that's not what you want to see, because he's got no gold left for a body block. Well, I mean, he did have some, but not enough to really be strong enough to deal with that Peasant, plus be enough to block for the Salahar Rider. Oh boy, Vesa, what a match. Proving that yellow-white big boys are still in season, and they could still rock your world if you're not prepared for it. Yeah, fantastic stuff. So, with that being said, folks, we do have one more match to go to. Match number 3. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, folks, and our final match of the day, we'll see Unlucky Aces taking on Zechknight. Crusader Pirate back for round 2 against Pirate Ninja. Now, there's a reason why I want to focus on this match, because I think the deck choice from Zek here is very, very interesting as we jump into it, and I'll show you why. As we start the turn here, look at that, the Sleeping Dojo inside of purple-green. Not something you see every day, considering that really the only sort of pirate awaken support is like the Southport Assassin, I believe. I'm just off the top of my head. Um, that's kind of interesting to see here. I'm curious if there is more of an awaken strategy here, or if awaken's really just used for the draw. We'll see how the match progresses, though. Let's go ahead and keep on going here, as we are going to probably throw it back to Ace here, who's going to go coin into Hovel. Okay, get his Hovel out early. Why not? Especially since these colors can't really provide any sort of building removal. Makes sense. As we go into Elvish Thief on Zechknight side of things here. Not really revealing the secret dojo yet. Instead, kind of getting the Elvish Thief out to try and bait out some value for the treasure, which he will kind of get here in a way. We'll play Maddie first, though, see what we can pick up here. It is going to be the Mage Apprentice. That's actually great synergy with a Sleeping Dojo. If only we had it out. We'll see Blacksmith, though, for turn here. Curious as to why Aces didn't trade into the Elvish Thief. I mean, realistically, I don't think this deck's anything really turn 5 that's huge that you might need to worry about here, maybe unlike other than Badger. But then again, you've got a couple of token generating cards here with 2 hovels in the back. I don't know why you don't just go for that trade here. Give him the 1 coin, especially since he can remove the Blacksmith potentially in these colors as well, if he has the opportunity. But luckily he doesn't, so he's going to save from that. We do see Reinforce from the Mage Apprentice, which does go ahead and land on the castle here. Daggerstorm hitting the board as well. I believe that is 1 to the Rat up there, but only 1 to Blacksmith as well, so 2 landing on that top Rat. Not really the spread I think Zek wanted to see here, but now we're going to see the School Engine kind of bring its head up. Fantastic. You'll love to see it, as we do get a shifting technique on that Mage Apprentice here, so we're going to generate some more minor spell value, which do get Mark of the Fist, not Knock of the Fist, Mark of the Fist, which does do knockback. As we pull out a Sleeping Dojo, we finally reveal our big card here. We'll see if we can keep it on the board, as these rats are probably going to begin to swarm Zechknight here. Yep, there is 2 landing on face there, another 2 landing to the face. Beautiful stuff from the rats. As well, I mean, I can only call it beautiful. There really is another word to call it, but that word is not safe for YouTube. As we do see Zek going to go ahead and pop some of these rats here in the back. Great stuff. Same with the Elvish Thief. Going to go ahead and do that. Also onto the Blacksmith, making sure to get rid of it this turn. Following up with the Salahar Soldier. Curious as to why Zek may not have gone for that minor upgrade onto the Elvish Thief. Keep it around for maybe 1 more turn or so to get himself some more treasure to work with. Maybe just, figured it might have been a good time to trade anyway, but taking a note there, I maybe would have liked to see a minor upgrade on that Elvish Thief as we continue into the matchup here, protecting that Salahar Soldier, so that way we get its Awaken to pop here and that draw from the dojo. We'll do see, we are going to see Rat's going to go ahead and chip for more damage, why not? 1/1s. Third School of Knowledge, which I think has yet to really draw a card for this man. I don't think he's done any sort of additional gold gain to warrant school draw. But hey, look, all 3 schools. Look at that. That's funny. We'll see if Zek can deal with it, though. I think he might be able to, but it's going to be a while before he gets to do that here. Soldier going to go ahead and trade with a rat there. Another rat being taken down by the Mage Apprentice. Shadow Dance is a nice pull. That is going to bounce back the Maddie. He has too many buffs invested onto the Mage Apprentice for him to bounce that back, as funny as it would be. Does get some great luck here and pull not only the Saurus to reignite this Salahar Soldier, but also the Disintegrate, which does protect our Apprentice here as we take out that that middle rat, if you will. Oh, what a pull. What a pull from Maddie. And I really like the way this deck is looking so far. Kind of seems like just minor spell chaos with an Awakened side engine, perhaps. And I see Multi-Strike in there. Could be like a Badger or a Dancing Swords tool right there. We're going to see Con Artist come out. Oh, Con Artist, another Pirate Awaken I forgot about. Fantastic. As Con Artist does hit the board, it's going to gain us an additional gold here to pop this Chaotic Storm. Do hit both of those rats, which is a very lucky coincidence for us there. Southport lining up to take out one of the schools here. Masuda as well for some additional Awakened draw value here. As Mordok hits the board here. Mordok going to get a very rude surprise, I think, if I know who's getting the Icon. Who's doing the Icon? Is it Saurus? I think it's got to be Saurus, right? Oh no, we're going to Shadow Dance the Saurus real quickly just because. Icon landing on the Con Artist, that's fine. We're going to go ahead put it into the Mordok. First strike, after all, is very fun. Do get the Shaman being played, okay, getting Panda as well, which is nice. We are going to go ahead and do, yep, okay, Panda for turn here. And we do bounce back to Jonviev, which is great. This does allow Captain to just start punishing these schools here. Oh, man, this deck is just a pleasure to watch unfold. Absolute pleasure. Elvish is being pushed up as well here. And then, yeah, this is very problematic for Ace. Considering that these colors, the school does not have a lot of AoE removal as big as like a Flamestorm or a Dragon's Fire to really clean this board up. I mean, right now, I would say if Dragon's Fire gets played on a board like this, that would pretty much be like near game over. But because we don't see that, the closest thing we have to AoE is Luminaris, which I think he might be running. But Jonviev, of course, being bounced back to the hand for the turn, allowing Zek to play a bit more aggressively here. Oh, man, fantastic stuff. DC Execution, though, hit the board here. It does remove our MVP of the matchup so far in Mage Apprentice as that goes down. Unfortunate to see. May you rest well, my friend. We do see a Lumberjack coming out for turn as well. The Lumberjack can only be a body blocker as it doesn't really have enough stats to do any kind of trading for now. So, yeah, we're seeing Wrath being, blockers for school. Dancing Swords hitting the board now, plus the Saurus. Yep, going to get a little bit of extra boost here on everything, realistically. I mean, Soldier, Swords, getting 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards. Oh, fantastic stuff. Elvish Thief going to go ahead, trade in. Yep, we're going to see a bit of trading on the castle. We're really weakening the castle here. Panda trading with the Lumberjack or killing off Lumberjack. Just a lot of great interactions here for Zek. Things are working out so well. I feel like I have to provide more like technical commentary, but realistically, I mean, a lot of this matchup was just based on what he happened to pull from minor spells and Matty pulls, and just seeing it all work together like this is just so fun. I mean, I'm having a blast right now. I really can't provide any sort of like deep level insights and commentary into this matchup because I'm just enjoying the ride. I've seen it already, but like I'm just enjoying the ride. Oh, man. What does Ace got left up his sleeve here? He's got a couple of cards from those school draws, but are they going to be enough to do anything? I mean, we're going to see some Rats doing some trading here. Dramoth isn't bad. That's going to be ahead and do, or that's going to kill off the Southport Captain. Really has no other option to go for. He could have gone maybe the Soldier to prevent him from drawing more cards. But, I mean, at this point, multi-strike on a 12-6 swords, plus the lunging. He's kind of just, throwing his hand out here. It's done. We're going to see the Shaman Connors probably trade in, or maybe not Shaman, probably see Soldier or something. Or is this enough to do? Oh, yeah, never mind. It's enough to do it on its own. I mathed wrong, but regardless, fantastic work. Zek pulling out a big win here against the school deck. School going 0-2 in this episode might feel good to some people, but man, I just want to say again, Zek honestly brings a lot of interesting decks to the table, and this is no exception. The green, purple, awaken, chaos, minor spells, all of it is just an absolute blast to watch. But with that being said, folks, that is our final matchup for the day, so let's go ahead and move out to close this video. Alright, folks, with that being said, that is going to bring our TV commentary episode to a close for today. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to let me know by leaving your thoughts down in the comments, as well as being sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already. It is the best way that you can show your support here to the channel and help us grow, or by clicking that subscribe button at no additional cost to you. And with that being said, guys, it's going to be it for me for now, so until next time, stay gaming.